Hi, my name is Agata.
Hi, my name is Alice.
Welcome in Agata's Cottage. Today we have episode 31 of Friday Sews. Hashtag Friday Sews was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. It's an amazing community of sewists that are sharing their makes, their plans, sometimes fabric haul. So I hope you will join in and watch all the videos. Thank you, Jen, for organizing this hashtag.
Thank you.
Okay, I had busy week. If you watched my last Friday shows, you know Alice and Daddy were away for Scouts camp on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. They did come back earlier than planned, therefore I didn't get as many things done as I wanted, and they come back with four piles of laundry. Because they were caught but a lot of very, very bad rain. Yes. Did you
Yes.
enjoy your camp?
Yes, except for the fact that we were building our tents in the rain and it was lashing while our tents, like our porch, like the area where you put your shoes and bags and stuff like that, was a puddle. A literal puddle.
Okay. So what part of the camp you enjoyed the most?
Water slide.
Yeah. I seen the pictures, look like great fun. Was it?
Yes.
So they come back tired, dirty and smelly. But they had great fun, that's what's important. And I did manage to work on two big projects that I was planning to. I did Alice's chair, and I will put the picture somewhere here. And I finished with the curtains. I had enough fabric to do small cushion cover for one of her cushions, and then I worked on Chris's hoodie. I almost finished it on Saturday night, and then I broke a needle in my overlocker, and I was like, I'm a bit tired. I will check what time it is, and it was after 1 a.m. So I was like, no, I'm not changing needles at 1 a.m. I'm going to sleep.
I think that was about the time I went into my sleeping bag to sleep as well.
Yeah, they were up very late,
Yes.
weren't you?
Yes, we were enjoying the campfire.
That's good.
Except it wasn't very good.
That was Saturday.
Yes.
I thought that on Saturday that we built the campfire.
I was thinking of Friday's campfire.
Yeah. No, I went to bed relatively early on Friday, around midnight. Early for me. So what else? So I did finish the hoodie on Sunday morning. I'll pop the picture here. I do not have pictures with Chris wearing it. Just wasn't time for taking pictures, but he does love it. He's wearing it whole week, so, and he asked for more. And I managed to make quick leggings for Alice. Yeah, and do you love them?
Yes.
They are in ombre cotton jersey from Ecobee. And yeah, Alice wore them three times this week already.
Did I?
Yeah, and they are basically worn, wash, worn, wash, worn, wash. So I think that means it's a good make. I used Love Notion's free legging patterns for kids. I will leave the link down below. And while I remember, Alice, what you're wearing?
The Sitting Pretty?
Yes,
top?
Sitting Pretty top by Ellie and Mac. Can you stand up?
I still don't see why it's called Sitting Pretty.
So no, just stand. You don't need to stand on the top. So I used the panel from Ecobee, and also the stripes are from Ecobee. And the ribbing, I think it's still from Maeve. She had a shop a few years ago in County Meath. I don't remember how the shop was. Oh, Dress Fabrics. That's how the shop was called. It's closed, unfortunately, but yeah, Alice likes this top a lot, and she wears it a lot. And I'm wearing self-drafted jumper. I'm not sure you can see. It's just, plain jumper with dropped shoulder I use fabric from my stash. I made it, I think, year and a half or 2 years ago, and I love it. It's stable in my wardrobe. It's comfy. It's length below the bum area, so it's comfortable on cold days, because we do have relatively cold day. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we aren't blessed with lovely summer this year.
Well,
We had lovely June when kids were in school.
yes, we had a lovely few weeks, and then whole July, rain. Just rain.
I know. But it is what it is. So I'm more in the mood for autumn and winter sewing now than anything summer related. We will talk first a little bit about our plans, and Alice will show you what her plan is, and then she can go and play a bit, and I will show you one more make I've been working on that nearly broke me. So what's your plan for this week?
Reading? A reading cushion?
Yes, so Alice has got this set. I think it was from Santa, was it? Or it was from us? I don't remember. So she has this kit for making your own reading cushion. So we will be working on it this week. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and if she will like it, we might use some fabric from my stash and do a bit more, maybe for gifts for her friends or something like that. Yes.
Yes.
And I will be working this week on a bit of activewear. So Alice and I started working out this week. Who we are working with? Joe. Yes.
Yes.
Grow with Joe. And Alice needs more workout leggings, so we will use this fabric. It's activewear from Ecobee. So that one is for Alice. So I will make leggings in it, and whatever is left will be used for like a sports bra top type of thingy. And I have two that I'm planning to use for mine. So I will make shorts as well. I don't like to work out in long leggings, so shorts will be great. Oh, someone is tired.
No.
No,
No.
someone is not sleepy.
No.
Yeah, this someone is sleeping till 9 or 9:30 every day. And 3 years ago, no, even, yeah, 3 years ago, she used to wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, and she wouldn't let us sleep. And now I can't get her out of the bed in the morning. So, if you're a parent of a small child, they do start sleeping eventually. Alice is off to play, and let's talk about make that almost broke me. Partially it was due to the pattern, partially it was due to the fabric. So I got this soft shell from a fabric outlet in Newbridge a few months ago. It was a remnant piece. I loved it. Alice loved it, so she wanted a jacket made out of it. I was on a search for a jacket that will have woven sleeves as well as woven bodies. Something in a jacket category. So I found Detroit pattern by Little Desert King. And I loved the overall look. So I decided, just go ahead. I checked a Facebook group. People were saying a lot of lovely comments that it's relatively easy to put together. And on a hindsight, now when I made it, it would be easy to put together if it wouldn't be for few things. First, the instructions in few places were confusing or weren't sufficient. Second, the bodice pieces, the top bodice pieces, were supposed to be the markings for the sleeve. They weren't there. They were on the lining though, but not on the bodice pieces. Partially the problem with the jacket was the pattern, partially was the fabric that I chose. So soft shell is not as flexible as fabrics they recommend, like a denim or corduroy or cotton twill. I use cotton twill from my stash that I got from Ecobee for the placket, and I used actually faux suede for the pockets because Alice wanted something soft for the pockets, and also, sorry, silly pocket, I also used the twill for the facing. I added kind of piping here on the both pattern, on the both bodice pieces, on the band of the hood and on the back, and it's reflective tape from Ecobee. It's just like I folded it in half and I just hide the yellow part in the seam. This pattern comes with 3 options: beginner version, unlined, lined version, and advanced version of unlined with the binding on the seams. And I decided to go the ambitious version of doing the binding. So I did bind the seams. It's not perfect. As I mentioned, the soft shell is not as flexible to work with as some other fabrics. But I did found this part of the instructions not clear enough. There wasn't always instruction whatever you should bind both sides of the seams together, and basically I figured out looking at the next step how the things look like. The instructions were jumping between the type of the finishing you are doing, so it was just going a lot of back and forward, and if accidentally I moved the page, it was just okay, what happened? So I spent more time looking at the instructions than actually sewing the jacket itself. I still have few bits to finish, so I need to do the bias binding on the sleeves. I did full bias binding here on the inside of the sleeve, between the sleeve and the cuff. I wasn't entirely happy how the binding is done around the hood neckline. I would probably folded it towards the bodice and top stitch it, and I might still do it. Actually, I'm gonna take this off so you can see it, because it was in the instructions says just fold away from the bodice, but I think I will just do inside the bodice and just secure it a bit more. I did the binding here. I didn't do the binding on the pockets because on the side seams, because the instructions about the pocket, how to do the pocket with the advanced method, I just couldn't figure it out. In theory, I thought it will work out, but it just seems a bit odd. Then after a while I realized that they were calling for you to do the French seams, but no one called it French seams, and it just seems a bit off, and the seams allowance seems very tiny. So I just decided to mix and match the methods, and I did inline bodice, but I top stitched the side seams. Hope you can see it. And I did binding on the pocket just to make sure that the pocket is secure. Additional thing I did, I not only did the top stitching here on the side of the facing to keep the facing down, but I actually did on the bottom part, because it's a soft shell and it does like to be wrinkly, maybe not wrinkly, wavy, that's the better way to say it. So that's what I did. I still need to do the buttons. So we were talking with Alice about snaps or buttons or Velcro, and we decided to go with buttons. So I need to check if I have suitable buttons in my stash. If not, I will pop in and get some. The jacket is slightly too big because I did size 14, but Alice is growing like crazy and I didn't want to spend all that time making a jacket that she will wear just for one season. So I lengthened the bodice by 3 centimeters and I lengthened the sleeves by 3 centimeters. She has very long arms, so the sleeve, like the cuff, goes up to here, but she does love to have additional length on the sleeves. So if it would be too long, she can always wear them like that. Just hide the cuff and then she can pull it like this. Still need to do the buttons for the jacket, and I will be doing my own what is called buttonholes, because there's no way my machine can go through that. There is 4 layers of twill and a layer of soft shell here, so no chance. Like, I could try on my finger, but it's temperamental about the buttonholes, so I don't want to risk it. So I will just do the buttonholes by hand. Overall, I don't think I will revisit this pattern. It was just a bit confusing. And I made jackets in the past. I made jackets with welt pockets and zippers and plackets hiding the zippers, and no problems whatsoever. This caused the trouble. But she loves it, and that's the most important part. So that's the reason why next week will be very easy sewing, only things that I can use on the serger, and I don't need a lot of time to make. I need some quick wins because this broke me, basically. I almost forgot, question of the week. So Jen asked us, are we planning to use back to school to get, like, back to school sales to get any sewing supplies when they are on a sale? And in general, I don't use that many like school supplies for sewing. The only thing that comes to my mind is friction pens, but I haven't seen them on a sale anywhere yet, and I do have a few, so I don't need them right now. And I think that's, oh, actually the A4 big pouches that some people use for storing the projects, I actually use for storing the printed A0 patterns. I got some patterns printed a few months ago at Beyond the Pink Door, and I just store them in those zip pouches, and they are very easy fitting there, and there's no problem with, you know, cats getting to them, etc. So that's all the back to school things that I might try to get if I see them on a sale. But if I don't, that's fine, because I don't need them right now. It would be more like, okay, if I need them in the future. Are you planning to buy any back to school supplies for your sewing? If yes, let us know what you are buying. I would love to hear what you have to say. And do you have any makes that almost broke you? Let me know in the comments below. So that's all for today. Thank you to everyone who subscribed recently. We are almost at 600 subscribers, and we will have very special video when we'll get to 600. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, Alice cannot wait to make this video.
Yes.
Because she will have a lot of laugh.
Mm.
Well, I'm sure she will.
Mm.
So that's all for today. Happy sewing. Don't forget, clean your machine and change your needle. Bye.
Bye.